Today we're taking a look into the official reveal of Madden 26, EA Sports' latest entry in the iconic football franchise. Now, I don't know about you, but I always get a little bit of cautious optimism with these announcements. Madden's promising a lot this year, not just roster updates or new graphics, but a whole new level of realism, AI, and gameplay. And of course, we've heard that before, but this time, let's actually see if it's for real or not. So with Saquon Barkley as the cover athlete, in a reveal trailer that honestly looks pretty impressive, Madden 26 has everyone talking. So in this video, I want to break down what's genuinely exciting and what's still just hype until proven otherwise, and what these changes could mean for us Madden players. So if you're looking forward to knowing more about Madden 26, or want to go through a little bit of what happened in the trailer, kick back, relax, and let's dive in. Alright, so just days after revealing Saquon Barkley as the cover star, EA dropped that revealed trailer. And honestly, Saquon looks like an absolute beast. His explosive style and slick moves jump right off the screen, and honestly, there's no surprise there. He's literally the best running back in the league. I don't care what anybody says. And they showed off other NFL stars too, giving us a taste of the updated animations and player models. But the part that actually caught my eye was the weather system. Sure, you have snow and fog and rain that looks gorgeous, but EA's promising they'll actually impact gameplay this time. Now, of course, I'll believe it when I see it. In the past, weather was more like window dressing than a real gameplay factor. And on top of that, the fluid new animations and the trailer soundtrack definitely sell the hype. But, of course, let's not forget, trailers are trailers. So what we're all waiting to see is if this level of detail and realism holds up in actual gameplay. But okay, so let's talk about these big features that EA is rolling out. And the first one is the QB DNA. QB DNA sounds ambitious. EA's AI system, powered by machine learning and real NFL data, supposedly makes QBs play and think like their real-life counterparts. So that means unique footwork, signature throws, and adaptive decision-making based on real tendencies. Now, this honestly sounds awesome, right? But, and a big but, we've seen EA promise more realistic players before, and sometimes it honestly just ends up being a few new animations slapped onto the same old AI. So while I'm excited about the idea playing against Mahomes or Rodgers and actually feeling that difference, I'm going to be watching carefully to see if it's truly dynamic or honestly just another marketing bullet point. And then there's the football weather system, which I mentioned before. EA says it's not just visual anymore. Snow, rain, and fog will really change how you play. Visibility limits downfield vision, muddy fields hurt traction and stamina, and ball security takes a real hit. Now, I love that concept. In theory, it should force you to think like real NFL coaches do when the weather turns. But again, let's see how deep this actually goes. Will it really force players to adjust, or is it just a minor annoyance in actual games? EA's track record here has me cautiously hopeful, but I do hope that it is going to actually change the game. I mean, from a personal standpoint and a personal note, I'm a huge Buffalo Bills fan. I live in New York. We've seen so many snow games over the years, and we have Josh Allen that's essentially just running for 200 plus yards and not even throwing the ball more than 10 times. Like, having that type of gameplay in Madden, you know, for me, I enjoy it a lot because of it just being simulation. I'm a huge franchise player, and so having some of these games be dependent on the weather, I think is a really, really cool addition if, of course, EA can come through with it. And then another big promise is Coach DNA, basically using AI to make coaches call plays like their real-life counterparts. It sounds great, honestly. Like, you have Dan Campbell's aggression, you've got Kevin O'Connell's creativity, and that should add a real chess match vibe. But let's be real here. We've heard about smarter AI play calling in almost every Madden cycle. Often, it boils down to a few extra lines of code that don't change the core gameplay loop. But still, I am intrigued. If Coach DNA can actually adjust to your tendencies and force you to switch up your strategy, that's a huge step forward. So fingers crossed that EA actually delivers. Now, we do actually have to give EA some credit here. The reveal trailer did show some really impressive physicality. Saquon's fluid bursts of speed, the new tackle animations, it does look really cool. And they're promising realistic catch tackles, big collisions that factor in momentum and size, and stiff arms and trucks that actually feel truly powerful. So again, the potential is there, but I am holding off on getting too excited until I see how it translates to actual games. Because in the past, Madden physics updates have sometimes felt more of a patch than an actual revolution of the game itself. So we've been talking a lot about offense, let's dive into some defense. So on defense, Madden 26 is giving us more control. We have custom zones, we have precise pass rush moves, and I'll admit, this sounds like a real opportunity for players who actually love scheming on defense. But here's my question, and I think others probably have this question as well, is will these new controls and strategies actually balance out the offensive firepower? Or will we see those unstoppable plays that drive competitive players nuts? We'll of course find out soon enough. So let's take a look at the AI-powered machine learning system that Madden 26 keeps on talking about. In theory, this means that players that move and act more like real athletes, coaches that make real football decisions, and a dynamic, evolving game that keeps you on your toes. And of course, I want to believe it. I mean, who doesn't want a smarter Madden? I think it would be awesome. But history has taught me to be skeptical here. We've seen game-changing AI that's really just tweaked sliders before. So for now, I'm calling this cautiously optimistic, like some of the other parts that I've mentioned before. Now, visually, Madden 26 looks great. There's absolutely no argument there. The weather effects, generally impressive. Player models are probably the best that I've ever looked. But visuals alone don't make a game. I'm hoping these technical improvements actually support the gameplay promises. And it's cool that Madden's finally coming back to Nintendo with the Switch 2. Portable Madden could be a lot of fun if they don't water it down. We'll just have to see what happens. So now in terms of the release date and platforms, the wait honestly is not too long, and we have a plethora of platforms. Madden 26 launches on August 14th and will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. The no complaints there, and obviously more ways to play is always a plus. Very notable that there is no last-gen consoles on this list. That is a huge thing for EA this year, so unfortunately to Xbox One or PlayStation 4 users, it might be time to do some upgrading. But here's the big picture. Madden 26 is promising to shake up how we play. If QB DNA, Coach DNA, and the football weather system truly deliver, we could be looking at the most dynamic Madden in years. And for competitive players, that means a meta that finally is less predictable, maybe even more about smart game planning than cheesy plays. But if it's all just a coat of paint on the same old gameplay, it's gonna feel like another missed opportunity like the last couple of years. Now, there are still a lot of unknowns. Will franchise and ultimate team modes get real meaningful upgrades? Will story modes like Face of the Franchise or The Yard feel fresh, or are they just going to be a filler? And how balanced will the weather effects really be in multiplayer? So until we actually see gameplay footage and hear from early playtesters, it's honestly all just promises. I'm hoping for the best, but bracing for another year of almost there. So to wrap this all up, Madden 26 has some genuinely exciting ideas. If EA can pull them off, and that's a huge if, we're looking at a new standard for Madden in general moving forward. But if not, well, it unfortunately wouldn't be the first time that Madden has promised the world a ton of stuff and only delivered a new coat of paint. So that's my take on everything with Madden 26 so far. What about you? Are you hyped for the QB and Coach DNA? Are you hyped for the AI systems? Are you hyped for the weather systems? Let me know in the comments down below if you think these are going to be real, or is it going to be yet another year of promises and just a coat of window paint. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button if you're new, as I will continue to be making gaming videos just like this one. Until next time.